Get ready for live stream curling, only at curlingzone.com.
Jessica, are you there with me?
Yep, thanks, Hugh.
Yes.
Just to bring the fans up to date with the standings overall, we have two teams at 2-0, being Marshall and Ald, and two teams at 0-2, being Rosen and Little. All the other teams are 1-1. Today's match features the two of the teams that are at 1-1. So, Jessica, I guess at this point the nerves will be starting to show as they try to break from the field.
It's who keeps their nerve, and the first few ends will let us know how they react from that. This is a crucial game because they're both 1-1, as you said. So I think we'll see how they do. It's all in the head as to their success here.
It really is a head game.
It is a head game.
But it is also early going.
It is.
This is game 3. So as much as it's a crucial game, there's still lots of bonds field left here.
And I think the key thing, because it is a crucial game, is that they don't get too intense, because once they get intense, that muscle memory has a tendency to disappear a little bit. So they need to keep relaxed and have fun, which is easy to say, but not so easy to do.
The teams are content to have a pretty open end here. They're throwing the stones in the house rather than throwing guards right away. Maybe
yes.
Throw the stones up, play a bunch of hits to yourself, get your sort of sea legs under you, so to speak.
Yeah, so
Getting some real
tougher shots.
And the Murphy team is at this point trying to get something out on the wings and hoping for a miss.
Which didn't.
But didn't happen. Murphy be content to make the hit and roll to another place in the house.
Or roll out. Yesterday, there were a lot of blank ends, I noticed, at the beginning of the ladies' matches.
The ladies' matches have been quite even throughout the event so far.
Yes, they have.
And many of the games have come to the last rock, and a few of those last rocks have been thrown in the 11th end.
Yes, I think where we've seen the swings have been in the men's draw, or half of the draw.
10-5.
Okay, that was a...
10-5.
Flash that one. He still has curled a lot. So you can tell that Brandwood will throw his second stone into the house and effectively force Team Murphy to take a point if
The rocks are new rocks, and so they do have quite a bit of curl. Regardless of the amount of weight that's thrown, you can throw a hat weight,
13-7.
sometimes board weight, and get pretty good curl on the rocks. The rocks tend to be very lively in the house. It's a well-placed rock.
That's a very well-placed rock. So we'll see how Team Murphy respond to this.
Sanding playing for a hit and roll.
Hard, Leo, hard! Yes, hard! Right up, hard! Right over hill, yep. Go. Right to it. Whoa.
Now that
a very nice rock.
That was a very nice rock. So comeback strategy was good. Ideally, not when there's a junior extra
Good one. Really? Yeah. Yep!
Once again, experiencing a little bit of swing.
Roll it. Hard. Go.
That's a good shot.
Very good shot.
9-5. 10.
Murphy calling for the hit and the roll to sit on top of the second rock in the house.
Yes, Hill, hard! Yep! Whoa!
So I think
Right, yep. Go. Whoa.
Well placed. Another well placed rock.
it's interesting. I've been watching a number of games now, and with the amount that
9-5. You can't stay around.
these stones
you might be able to
curl,
stay there.
the girls and the boys
Just pick it.
are often getting confused by the curl. That was 4 stones that Murphy threw that they were calling hard, sweeping on the whole way.
Yes. It's this ice. It's sometimes
Certainly not forgiving.
Yeah.
certainly not
Yes.
forgiving.
Hard.
Once again, having to call for hard sweeping
Yes.
and a jam.
It's interesting to see that there's how many of them now just they have the one sweeper
10.
as opposed to 2 of them together.
Oh,
I've noticed it with the men's as well. Although we don't have the the horsehair broom here, which I saw yesterday.
Not on this sheet, but on a couple of the other sheets there are horsehair brooms being used. Hugh, can you explain the difference in effect between the synthetic and the horsehair?
Yeah, certainly.
Hard.
I'll do it when they're not screaming hard.
Right up hard.
The horsehair brooms have been proven in some scientific studies to not affect the distance that the stones travel substantially at all. There's only 1 or 2 curlers in the world that can actually change the surface temperature of the ice with a hair broom well enough to drag the stone further. However, they do affect the path of the stone, so they affect the amount that the stone curls. So over the last few years, teams have been developing technique for, I'll say it, manipulating the path of the stone using their brush heads. The synthetic brush heads can be used to carry the stone further, while the horsehair brooms can't. So the horsehair brooms are useful in directing the stone. The synthetic brushes are useful in both directing the stone and carrying it further. So what you often see is teams carrying one of each. A hair broom, the hair broom is used by a player if they want the stone to curl more but not travel further. The synthetic brooms are used if they want the stone to either curl more or run straighter, for that matter, but travel further as well.
So the hair brooms haven't been part of this broom gate that's been taking place this year.
No, they haven't been part of it necessarily. They've become significant because people are recognizing that the path of the stone could be influenced in different ways using the different types of brooms. So, honestly, the companies that have been manufacturing hair brooms have stopped manufacturing curling hair brooms. No one's manufacturing them currently.
So they might want to wrap up production.
Yeah, well,
right?
exactly.
So Murphy throwing her first rock, planning to take out, and I would expect to sit and maybe get a slight roll to the outside.
Well, yeah, at this stage, their hope is to try and simply keep 2 stones in the house while the Brandwood team, while they're exchanging hits. And Brandwood's going to try and get a roll to a very tiny spot behind the stone on the top of the 8-foot.
Don't roll it too far though, because we got 3 shots.
Holding the broom basically right on the edge of the rock. Weight's going to be crucial here.
see whether there's...
No! Yep! Yes!
Yes, there's a call for the hard.
Hard!
Just gets a small piece, and she should roll out.
Well, she gets enough to take the stone out.
Just curls more that way. I thought it was more, if anything. Did you get a time? Never.
As explained earlier,
Yeah,
these rocks can curl quite a bit, and they tend to be very
Okay.
sensitive, even on takeout weight. The amount of curl can be quite good.
Yeah, I like the team. We'll get it there.
Yeah.
See how Murphy's draw is today.
So I think
she
once
had
we warmed
a little
Riley's in,
trouble
it was
yesterday with her draw
What,
weight.
close to 14? So maybe 14? 13 and a half
Okay.
even? Okay.
Can you hear the sweepers? Gotta go.
5. Still holding it.
Good scrub.
Yeah.
Any piece of the house will score them their 2 points here.
And
Yes, very nice.
You'll be pleased with that to start the game.
very
It's
very
a
nice.
confidence builder. Step you up
That'll
the
help
right
with her
foot.
confidence. Yes.
Yep. And again, that's part of it, right?
So Hugh,
What'd you
just
get on
going
that
back to the brooms.
Oh, wow. Okay, that
while
is
we're
more.
Getting the rocks back in the house. Can you explain the
Yeah.
3 broom rule?
Oh, can I explain the
now?
rationale for the 3 broom rule?
Okay, let's make that make shots.
The 3 broom rule effectively says that your skip, the person in the house that's calling the game, is not allowed to pass their broom and have it become a part of the sweeper's rotation. I mean, in a nutshell, that's what it is. So, yeah, indeed, yesterday one of the teams rotated their skip's broom into the sweeping lineup, and as a result was disqualified.
Just for that
Oh,
game,
just
not from
For-
the event.
so of course, not from the event, for that game, but I feel sure that that team
Line's
will
good, same
not
as
make that
Rye.
mistake again.
I think not. I mean, it's something that I
7.
would never
Starting
think
to
of
curl a
doing
bit.
in-house in our own
Line good.
in-house club. But in competition, that obviously is it's like having too many clubs in your golf bag.
Same.
That's
Long
exactly
as
what it
your
is. That's a good way of thinking of it.
So if you're going to have a horsehair broom on the team,
You're going to have it among the sweepers.
among the sweepers.
Yes. And again, depending where the broom is placed, they switch sides. I was noticing that yesterday, and quite quickly, actually.
Yeah, I've even seen them switch mid.
Yes, mid-sweep.
Lindsay, go a little, I think.
Line's tight.
3, 4.
This is an interesting declaration. Murphy slipped their first stone deep into the house behind the tee line, and Brandwood is throwing up a corner guard. So effectively, Brandwood's saying, I'm looking for my deuce in this end.
Oh, I
Well,
do.
it's just coming into the
Gonna
house
play
now.
aggressively. Not the call. Murphy will hit this and potentially could create the force to 1. However, even with a good hit here, Chelsea Brandwood has effectively tipped her hand and said, I'm playing aggressively here, no matter what. And I wouldn't be surprised if she throws up another guard, regardless of where this stone goes.
Basically, a nose hit is called by the skip.
There we go. She's going to use the guard that slipped to the back of the house. Much as we normally think of guards, the stones in front of the circles, something that slides behind the tee line can be used
the same way.
for a freeze. So there's more than one ways to score a deuce. Freezing to this might be one of them.
I didn't see any of the
you,
Brandwood
back
team
four!
games
Back
yesterday. Were they playing aggressively then, Hugh, or were they a little bit more cautious?
Chelsea's an experienced skip. I think she plays aggressively. She regularly plays aggressively, and with tremendous success. She's had a lot of success over time. So I wouldn't be surprised at all to see her playing this shot or any other aggressive shot Jessica.
So
That's her
she's-
style.
Yeah, indeed.
So she's left her rock just above the tee. And Murphy is calling to have it removed. And hoping to leave 3 red rocks in the house.
Clean, Leah. Yep. Yep.
You can see that curl coming.
Hard. Good.
And there, Chelsea Brandwood got exactly what she was looking for.
Yep.
Again, I think struggling a little bit with the amount of curl on these rocks.
Well, I think that last one did curl.
Yeah, it did curl quite a bit.
Oh, they do.
A little bit more than I think Murphy was anticipating when she...
10. Close. 10. Close. Yep. Whoa. Fill up. Yep. Yes.
Hard not to jam. Sorry, I just picked something.
No, she makes the take up, but leaves it in a position where Team Murphy can potentially double these 2 stones out and stick their stone in the house.
Grab something. She said maybe grab something.
Kind of dynamic shift of advantages here in this
Yeah, it's going
end.
back and forth. Absolutely.
Yeah. I seem to be always
Whoa,
watching those sort of
whoa,
games. It's
Leah.
much more exciting.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Hard. Sorry.
Okay.
So, advantage flipping backwards and forwards here.
It is.
If Chelsea can take this red one out and roll to a position where she's second shot, she'll continue to be in the position to score her 2 back. And you know that's exactly what she's looking for here.
So, Chelsea's team, they have been together several years.
They have.
They have. Same as Murphy's team,
No,
right?
Claire. Yes.
Well,
Yes.
Murphy's team has been together in this form for a number of years.
Yes.
To be honest, we have to ask Todd or one of the Brandwood following to tell us whether or not there's been lineup changes. I know in the past they've changed a few things here and there. Yeah, in fact,
Nose and this way.
I do know. Yeah, they have had a lineup change, but names escape me while I'm flipping through these players and directing this broadcast.
There are a lot of names to handle.
No, it'll come. It's just this old mind of mine going a little bit.
Really hard. Other way.
Yeah, overcalls that one a little bit. Giving Chelsea an opportunity to throw a second one in the house. Right over there.
That's fine too. We need a piece of the 8-foot.
Okay. I don't know if you hit it. I can't see if we'll be shot second.
Or we come here.
I just don't want to leave a double again.
It will curl. Like, I really hope.
Little indecision here.
It's like these are still really close together, even if
Well,
you're here.
Bob, there's no right answer. The right answer is the shot that you make at this point. You want to be. You need a second stone in the 8-foot, and the fact that there's those red ones on the left-hand side kind of cuts off that side of the house.
Okay, start a little faster.
Throwing one to the right-hand
piece of
side of the sheet
8-foot.
as we look at it opens the opportunity for some kind of.
Like same as,
Now, there could be a double either way.
Okay. I'll
So
give it a shot.
it's an understandable indecision. You pick one and you make the shot.
And yes, then live with the consequences and work around whatever happens.
No, looks here. All you. Looks here. Look up. It's not going. No, go here. Okay, go, Danielle. Okay, then no. No. No, then. Can you make them even? Go.
It was a good-looking shot.
No, get off. Fuck, we're leaving them.
Good-looking shot.
Yeah.
Oh, They left it in a position that makes it something of a natural double. If it had been 2 feet short of there, it would have been in great position. But
Where it is, it's just a little bit.
you know,
too
and
far
if they
in.
sweep it another foot deeper, another 2 feet deeper, a foot and a half deeper, it takes away the double that Leah Will is going to try here. Trying a shot. Yeah, she fed that one back in her release. You could see. So,
Hill.
let's see if this.
Yep, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
So trying to get a little curl on that rock, Hugh, as we on the one side.
She was.
Yeah, that's exactly it. They were
like
sweeping
hitting
at the
now?
end, hoping to get a bit more swing in the stone,
I
but
think so.
You leave that,
with that kind of
you leave
weight,
the exact same thing.
it's not terribly.
Yeah, but then you're just leaving them a double. This double's hard right now. We knows that they have a hard double.
Not a great option. Anyway, Chelsea Brandwood's set up
you
here
roll, that's
for a
fine.
solid 2, maybe a 3. Team Murphy will have to make a good shot to get themselves out of this.
10-5. It doesn't curl as hard.
Okay.
That's
So
the way
getting
you
a
be
third
wide.
shot in and trying to avoid setting up another double opportunity.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
Team Murphy's looking to have to throw doubles.
Yep.
Regardless.
Yes. Yes. Whoa.
See how
Whoa!
Whoa.
Danielle!
Whoa.
Danielle!
Yeah,
Yes!
a bit. Yep.
Oh, here's a
Good,
good-looking shot.
Good. Real nice.
Nice shot.
To lie 3.
Yep,
All right.
absolutely.
So, strategy.
9. You want to hit it about here.
Now managing the exposure. Going to retry the double.
Same thing. Yeah. You want to roll up a little bit? I think that was better way. My feet are solid still. That's why I'm giving you tighter ice, so don't tell me to give you more. You're not going to throw 10-5 because then not going to.
This game's had a few pressure shots already.
Yeah, absolutely. Says the promise of a very entertaining game here.
Oh, fuck.
Yes, it does. Let's see how momentum
Close. Yep!
will shift here.
Hard! 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 Hard on the other one! Go, 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 go,
Good
go,
double.
That was a good double.
Doesn't quite get it all the way out.
Okay.
We're third. Yeah.
Well,
But now has that
it's a
crucial
good
second
shot.
shot.
It's a good shot.
Over.
After she makes the hit, Hugh, where does Chelsea want her rock to end up?
In a position where Jestyn can't throw another double.
No. Yep.
So a quick look at the house here.
Yes! Yes!
So rolling over to the right-hand side
Hard,
would be
Lindsay!
ideal.
Hard wins. Hard.
Okay, roll a little, actually. Good, Chelsea.
Rolling way over there is just fine.
Yes.
So Murphy has hitting a long roll.
A little more. Yep.
It's been a very interesting end.
Roll over that way, Leah.
Well, it's been a very cerebral end.
No, we
You've had
wanna
to- everybody's
roll-
had to think hard and adjust.
Because even if we're rolling that way with 10, we're still going to be in the 8 foot. We can probably roll to like edge on theirs.
So she's told us what she's hoping for right there.
10.
So a controlled weight out turn hit, roll to the corner of the 8-foot. Make it tricky for Chelsea Brandwood to hit for 2. But placement here really is important.
Whoa! Leah! Reach!
That leaves an open hit for 3.
Yes.
Right.
Very close, but
Try and make it for 3. Get here more or no? Even if I pick.
Shot for 3.
Whoa! Yes! Whoa! Yes! Whoa! Yep!
It's a good looking shot here.
Yep.
And that's worth 3 for
That's
sure.
good.
That
for
is
3.
3. So, would we expect Murphy to become more aggressive,
You know what? It's difficult to say.
or is she going to stay the course and be steady?
She may opt for either course. We'll have to see. In fact, we'll be able to tell by the first couple of throws in the next end, Jessica.
Yes.
If she's remotely unnerved by that, she'll play conservatively. But if she is fired up by that, she may very well play aggressively.
Well, that's exactly what Chelsea did, really, didn't she? In
Yeah,
reply
indeed.
to the first.
The deuce in the
end.
first end, for sure.
You. Stop. Better underslip. No
They're
good if
quite
it's
a
back.
pace, actually, aren't they?
14-3 should be on tee. I don't know.
So throwing it into the top of the house, she's expecting Jestyn Murphy to call a corner guard.
And Jestyn plays the hit.
Yeah, get it.
No?
The corner guard's
Corner
coming
guard.
up.
I got confused with where her
Yeah,
place
you know
of
what?
room.
If Hillary had wanted to, she could have thrown a hit with that ice.
Yeah,
Yep.
she could have done. I thought it was going to be as well, Bob. So we were
That's why we're club
both
curlers.
stymied right there. Yes, exactly right.
Cat. Yeah, less. Yeah, you want to be last.
It
Where?
actually does
Pretty
amazing
good.
how
Two,
very
three.
different
No,
the strategy
Lindsay,
is
Lindsay,
between the
Lindsay.
club and the competitive curling. It really.
Lindsay's gonna have to finish.
Yeah, you might be.
Get off.
Much more creative
Skilled.
and skilled. Yes, and skill. I think that's the difference. Everybody expects these people to make their shots. We just cheer when
Yeah.
we make our shots.
10.
So the corner guard established. Murphy's going to try and hit the stone on the top of the 12-foot and a roll behind the corner. If she doubles off the one that's in the top of the 4-foot, she'll be happy with that as well. But her real concern is about getting a stone hidden behind the red stone.
Clean. Yes, right. Whoa! Whoa! Get off! No. Yep.
Almost got a bit of both there, Hugh.
Yes.
That's a good shot. That's a good shot.
9-5.
Chelsea will take a run at. Well, interesting. She'll run the guard. Hey, Joy.
No, I don't think I like that.
All good.
No, I don't.
She wants to run the guard and set up her
Roll
guard
to
of
the
her
center.
own.
Yeah, roll to the center.
But wait. What? No, but I'm thinking, what if you're wide? How wide? Would you have to be to knock it in? Like, I like coming the other way at it. You know what I mean? Charles, you like coming the other way?
Well, they're batting around ideas here. They're going to stick with
The
the
original
option.
plan.
Yep, the original choice.
Was that a plan B?
Well, removing that corner guard opens up the stone that's in the house, and allows Chelsea to have an open hit on that stone later on. Of course, it leaves Jestyn the opportunity to hit this to sit 2. But effectively, by getting that the stone, the red stone that's in the house now, tucked behind that corner guard, Team Murphy set up its deuce.
Close hill. Whoa, Leah. Yep. Yep.
If they can hold these red stones
Hard roll. Go. Nice.
for the balance at the end, they'll score their 2.
Looking in the overhead screen here. That looks well placed. Who is that?
Yeah, absolutely. It's
Yes.
the red team's happy right now. They've got their 2 established. Of course, they've got to exchange hits the whole way through the end to
Yes.
capitalize on it.
So
what-
Chelsea playing to hit here and roll back over towards the center.
She's going to do her best to group stones together and somehow eke out a double at some point.
10.
And Murphy trying to do the opposite.
Yes.
Hit it and keep them separated. Avoid the double.
So you're either moving left or you're moving right in your group.
10. Little more than last one. Whoa. More than last one? Yeah. Whoa. Leah. Yep, go. Yep. All the way. Yep. Good. Nice.
Yep, and she gets her hit and her slight roll to our right.
Same as last one. 9-8. 9-8.
Not really moving it. Yeah. Hard. Really?
Hi, I'm pretty good today.
Hard.
Yeah, not great. We had a tough loss to Doug Key. They played very well. Of course, we had fun. It's curling. Yeah.
Was I less than you?
Awesome.
Was I less than Lynn's? Was I less than Lynn's? Less weight?
You know what? We haven't made it to 10 ends yet. And so far, it's held up pretty good. Lots of curl, which is a good thing. And speed's pretty consistent, so no complaints here. You know what? I think each team's different. Some of the more advanced teams are liking it. It's a little tricky, but everyone seems to be getting a grasp on it slowly. The only thing I have heard that's negative is around 9th and 10th end it gets a little flat and can cause some problems late in the game.
Good, Leah. Just carried with extra handle, eh? Just carried with extra handle.
You know what? It's tough, but communications. What's that? Sweep less hard? Oh yeah. You know what? If you can get up a good lead on the scoreboard, it's definitely going to be helpful out there. But communication's big. It's you got to make sure all team members are aware of the changes going on in the ice, and that's really the key element. I just got a text from the lead, Curtis Easter, and he's begging for a shout-out, so I thought I'd give him one there.
I don't know if she's just not giving enough ice or what.
Yep.
Huh?
Yep, he's a lead for
She didn't have you
Team
until halfway down.
Doug Key, and
My
Yep, I'm throwing lead stones for the Harris rink. Yeah, Curtis Easter's Curtis Easter's a former teammate of mine, but it was definitely nice to give him a run for his money out there. I thought I held my own pretty well.
Starting to curl nice. Curling hard.
Oh, sure thing, Hugh. Anytime. Glad I can help.
And thanks for being a spare.
Yeah, thanks for being a spare.
14-6.
That's a very difficult position.
He's got to
Sorry,
jump in just
Hugh,
about
I missed
anywhere.
it. Which club does he belong to?
Actually, he represented the Mississauga Golf and Country Club this year with Jeffrey Wanless, and has done in the past, Jessica. So they a couple of years ago they won. Joey was part of the team that won the Ontario Bantam Curling Championship, representing Mississauga. Of course, the Hart family has been our longtime curlers at the Tam Heather Country Club on the other side of Toronto. And that's where you'd normally find them. They live out in the Pickering area.
Yes.
Pickering, right? Yeah.
But it is difficult being a spare, right? Because you've got to sort of adapt to people you don't normally curl with.
Yeah, indeed.
I think it's got to be very tough because one of the big differences between club curling and this level of curling is the pre-game preparation. And so if you're playing as a spare, number one, you could be called on at any time.
Yes.
With or without that preparation, you got to get yourself geared up to play, at the same time being prepared not to play. So how does that play on their minds, Hugh?
Well, when we get Joey back in a little bit, we'll ask him specifically.
Oh, we're going to really set up his mind for that, right?
Yes, we will.
Hang on, what time of day is it? It's 1:30. Joey should be waking up in about half an hour from his
from his power nap.
Yeah.
He's saying he just got out of the Mississauga's steam room.
Okay, back to the game.
Back to the game. So Jestyn Murphy throwing a second stone in here. They've managed to set themselves up for a deuce coming back here if Jestyn can hit the house, if I'm not mistaken.
They've been trading takeouts on the second rock in the house.
Yes, they have, and quite accurately this time. They seem to have adapted to that swing of the curl.
Well, and if you look at the orientation of the two stones in the house, you'll recall that this was entirely set up by the original hit and roll to the right-hand side, where Brandwood had two yellow stones, one in the top four and one biting the top eight, and Murphy hit and rolled to bind the corner guard. So that setup early in the end was really what set this up.
So Murphy biting enough of the rings to be laying two once again. Take the open one, it's the easier shot, right, Hugh? And look for a rollover maybe in front of the other one?
I think I'm not sure if you can throw the rocket, if Chelsea can throw the rocket ship that she'd have to, but there's a double. There is a cross-out double here.
Yeah. And it didn't move.
She's trying to roll it in any event back towards the center.
Absolutely.
And kind of narrow the target.
Yeah. When I'm looking at it, I see what you mean, but my goodness, that seems difficult to do. But at this level,
yeah, these are talented players.
Yeah.
Not even close.
However, she just noted it's not even close. So.
A little bit of frustration there, but she won't be too upset. What she will be is motivated to come back with an aggressive end in the next end. You can be sure.
In the second end.
So leaving Murphy with the shot that she would prefer, the same one she just threw. For a club curler, having to throw the same rock, the same shot you just threw before, is a challenge. But
yes.
Not at this level.
Yes, I used the expression with Janet yesterday, just a mundane shot, and she said no shot is ever mundane in curling. So.
But you're right, though, Jessica. You got to think of them that way in some respect. Don't get you can't let yourself get hyped up over any given shot, can you?
Yes, you can't. I mean, I said let muscle memory do its thing. They've practiced it enough that it should.
7 says it should go down just to the tee line.
7.
And It finishes with a boot. 2 for Murphy to go ahead. 4-3. Just jumping to the other games in progress. Over on sheet A.
Yeah, I like that.
They're just about, still have a couple rocks to come. After 2 ends, Little's up 1-0 over Marshall. On the sheet B, it looks like Ald is continuing her winning ways, up 2-0 on
Rosen. Yep. What have we got on
After two?
sheet C? What have we got on sheet C?
Sheet C, Horton is leading 3-1 over Greenwood.
After 2?
After 2.
After 2.
Great.
Yes.
Line's good.
All right. So who you would expect Chelsea to come back aggressively again then?
I would expect Chelsea to come back
Just
aggressively.
starting to curl.
Well, it served her well in the second end, so
9, yep. Yep, hard.
So Murphy will throw this to the top of the house. Expect Brandwood to call a corner guard of some form.
That's good.
Ooh, interesting. She's opting to go conservative.
10-5.
It's a switch from the
after we've
previous
just said
end.
how she was going to be aggressive, right? She decided to do the opposite.
Well, that's fine.
A female prerogative, right?
A curler prerogative, I think.
Yes, a kind of prerogative too.
Well, I'm not going to say that this is the cause of her strategic decision, but these kids and these games are all on time clocks. And if you play aggressively end after end after end, you generally consume a lot of your thinking time. So there's some merit to the idea of playing some simple ends in order to bank time that you can use to think with.
That is a very interesting concept that obviously in club curling we never even think about. But that makes perfect sense that you would bank your time earlier in the game rather than later.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Later in the game there isn't time to bank it, so...
No, but I meant rather than sort of, if you're going to do it, you're going to do the maybe the first 4 ends.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a little hot.
At the same time, as I was discussing with Joey Hart here, you've also got to take advantage of the fact that your best ice exists in your first 5 or 6 ends.
Yes, I do remember you when you were coaching at one stage and hearing you say that the third end is when it's the slickest. Is that right?
Yeah, actually, oftentimes. With modern technology, nippers that you see, they use to keen up the ice.
Second more.
Even before games begin, you're often starting the game on what used to be second or third end caliber ice.
Yes, the ice making is definitely an art, I have discovered. And actually, hard work. As Scott was telling me, who's the ice maker here, that he left here at 12:30 this morning and arrived back again at 4:30 this morning. So he's put in a long day.
I'm going to say this: Scott spends a ridiculous amount of time being meticulous with the ice here.
Yes,
So,
and we appreciate it.
He's already getting texts about our comments.
We'll have our drink later, right, Bob?
Yes, we will. We'll hear about it. Now, the comment that Joy was making about the ice breaking down in the 9th and 10th ends, there's a couple of reasons for that. Number one, you look at these kids. They're not kids. They're giants. They're very, very muscular, and they put a lot of pressure on their broom heads, even though they're quotes juniors end quotes. And secondly, temperature inside and outside has a little impact on how durable the ice is and how long it lasts. So it's not that big of a surprise that given that it's a little bit warmer out, external temperatures today, and just the brute strength of these guys, that the pebble's going to show some deterioration towards the end of the game.
Especially with the men, because they, these ladies sweep amazingly hard, but the guys even more so.
Close, Leah.
I often think, there'll be no ice left by the time they finish with some of the sweeping. It's really, really strong sweeping.
So just catching up with this game, what's happened? They've traded shots. Chelsea called a hit and kind of a stick and kind of over curled on her and rolled out. And so Murphy's once again just putting one into the house and move the rock around a little bit. Look for a miss. Look for a stick.
Now, this is what he would call a simple strategy. Right?
Yeah, very conservative, very conservative, straightforward. This is often the way teams play in the first few ends in order to, again, get a level of comfort. Because as soon as you've thrown a few stones, you've limbered up, you're feeling good about the way that you're sliding, then a lot of players will be content to attack more aggressive shots.
And I would imagine, they've played this team before a lot of times. They're just sizing up how they're coping with the ice and what their mental set is throughout the game, yes?
No question.
So you can take advantage of any lapses of confidence.
Same puff, line's good. Yeah. Let it work a bit. Yeah, still running a bit. 14-1. Yeah, it's good.
Oh, yes, please.
That's good.
What you offer? Whatever you like.
So Murphy will toss it in. Brandwood will hit it. Burn an end in a hurry.
10-5.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like a lot. Yep, Lindsay.
Whoa!
Lindsay!
Whoa! Lindsay!
Yes!
Oh!
Yes! Go, Danielle!
Difference of opinion in how that was going to work, but
So who do you listen to when that's going on?
you listen to the person in the house that's calling the line.
10.
That is your job as a sweeper.
And I find it interesting because now I'm seeing so many times that it's just one sweeper. The name is now used as well. Like there was go Leah and the other person then is supposed to back off. Is
Absolutely.
that how that would work?
Absolutely. So they're calling Riley to sweep in order to hold the stone straight.
Yeah! Whoa! Hill!
Now they're asking Hillary to make it curl.
Yep. Good.
You see, I find that very, very interesting. It's an aspect that I've never looked at curling before. But I do understand how sweeping has always been important, but now it seems to be even more important.
Well, you should see sweeping and senior curling at the club. It's non-existent.
Non-existent, but at this level, yes.
The brooms are used to hold you up. Nothing to do with the rock
Well,
placement.
they keep you warm as you run up and down the sheet as well.
No, these are seniors. They're not keeping very warm out there. we don't feel the cold. We're always cold.
Right up, really hard. Watch it.
But I watch this. I'm sort of beginning to more understand the whole strategy of the sweeping, which I had not seen before. And the more you watch professional curlers and so on, the more one becomes conscious of it. But I don't think that'll alter the seniors just propping themselves up.
Well, if you want to see creative sweeping, you should have been here last night for the opening ceremonies.
Yes.
We had a great team.
Oh, you're terrible, Bob.
We had John Bass throwing the rock and Randy Hansel and Hart Murphy from the club allegedly sweeping. They were using their feet as much as their brooms.
The ceremonial rock toss. I've never seen one of those end in any place but the button.
Well, actually, I criticized both Randy and Hart because they ended up just biting the 2-foot, and I didn't think that was what they wanted to do. It was to cover the pin was the objective. John Bass did his job. He remained standing.
Yes.
And managed to slide, work his way down the ice following the rock. So.
Nope, Team Murphy will not be happy with this outcome.
Leaving an easy blank, I guess. No.
Need more ice, there we go.
Chelsea will put it in. Look for another miss.
Guess we need more ice. Just had to be on it, but yeah.
For those of you that heard the late game last night, for those of you that missed the late game last night, the play calling was by the Muppet team of Stadler and Waldorf.
John Bass and Ross Scarrow, they are a pair.
I don't know whether they called much of the game. They seem to be.
Well, they're enjoying themselves.
Well, they're getting on. They're trying to remember where they were.
Yes. Relishing that they're here.
Always! Always!
Really moving.
All you! Whoa!
Okay, running right now.
Easy!
Go ahead, Danielle.
A good shot.
Good, Chelsea.
Skips love throwing those. They give them the opportunity to test their draw weight and really become comfortable with just the amount of leg drive that they have to use for more challenging draws that invariably they're called upon to play later in a game.
So this
Look,
is what
special
we would
delivery.
call
Thank
a
you, Mark.
pretty standard end, right? Thank you.
Well, from a viewing perspective, we'd call it as dull as dishwater end, but well, that's okay.
That's probably right, but there's a lot of sort of thought and strategy that going
absolutely,
into that. So.
absolutely.
Okay.
Good nose hit, and Chelsea Brandwood will make every effort to roll this one out of play, retain the hammer. My guess is that she will. This is an even end.
Yes, it is. That's right.
Fourth end. Even ends are the ends in which you would most like to score. Though this is an early part of the game still, my guess is she'll want to roll out here. Retain the hammer into the next end. Oh, Marg, a delicious elixir.
Just with the doctor.
Literally.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Yep! Whoa!
It's going to be fine.
Good, Chelsea.
I thought at one stage that looked as if it was.
Perfect shot.
Yeah, she did it.
Tends to run actually a little bit straighter on the edges with weight.
8-9.
I know it's hard to know, you don't be up late.
So this is the fifth then. So would it have been a strategist to like it so they retain the hammer so that they can re-strategize during the break?
Now that you mention that, she already had the hammer, so scoring a point would have been an absolute waste. She's got the hammer. She's happy at this point. Sorry,
so
ask me the question again, Jessica.
They have the.
You just got a beverage. And
Yes, he was enjoying his
I just
or Pepsi, I should say.
I need a few of these in me.
Yeah.
I can make these calls. Where are you going, Jessica?
I was saying that this is the fifth end.
Yeah, we're going into the
it's
fifth.
after the fifth end
Yep.
is where they have their break, and they can sort of really set their strategy for the last part of the game.
The coaches will still certainly go out and have a
Yes.
discussion with them, see how they're feeling.
So
and
would that perhaps be part of her thinking that she wanted to retain the hammer so that everything's even? She could maybe score on this end, and then the fifth really set a strategy aggressive, because that's her nature, for the last half of the game.
My guess, to be honest, Jessica, is that the blank approach there was simply a matter of retaining hammer, banking some time, and moving forward. If she'd wanted to score two, she would have done that on the back either of a miss, which she didn't get in that end, or by throwing a guard and playing aggressively. So the conservative two score there would have come from a miss from the Murphy's team. The aggressive two score would have come from a guard.
Yeah.
So she's content to play conservatively at this point, is what she said.
For the banking reasons, as
Indeed.
we
Now,
discussed.
looks as though we're going to go in a very different direction in this end. Murphy's thrown a center guard. Brandwood's come around. Come around to the top 12 foot. A great place to come around to. A club with less, or rather a team with less experience, might have wanted that the yellow come around to slide all the way into the forefoot. But by doing that, it provides it would have provided the Murphy team an opportunity to cut down the scoring zone, the amount of scoring area. So leaving it top 12 was actually a good call.
Right.
So right to the tee line.
Yes.
Very good come around there. Enter and come around, follow Hillary Stone down here.
Yep. Go. All you.
She's calling that for the 8?
Oh, she wants to freeze. She wants the freeze.
She wants to freeze?
Yeah. Come all the way into the forefoot, is what she's called. She does not want to rub off of this. This is a very good stone.
Yes, it was excellent.
Very good shot indeed.
And I can see even more clearly as it was excellent in the overhead television set there.
This will be an entertaining end because Chelsea has clearly declared that she's prepared to play aggressively to score multiple points. That means we're going to have lots of stones in play. Murphy, to counteract this, is going to try and cut down the scoring zone by freezing stones in the forefoot behind those guards, making it really difficult to squeeze a second point in.
So it's a little heavy.
Yeah, a lot heavy. That's not a good shot at all. Riley won't be happy with that.
So now Chelsea's calling the freeze on her own rock.
Yep. Come around. They're batting some different ideas around.
Is she normally a consultative skip or a decisive skip? She seems to be talking quite a bit to her team.
Okay, you got it, Lynn.
On the
You know,
course.
she regularly speaks with her players, confers with them. I think she's very decisive, though. Chelsea understands the game. She knows how to play.
I think she's a natural sort of chatter. She talks a lot, I think, naturally.
Go. Okay, go. Yep. Go.
Pretty good.
Yep.
Switch.
Clear. Oh, wait. Go.
A little shorter than she had wanted.
Not a bad not a bad stone though. It's in an area in front of the forefoot, the top of the 8 foot, that makes it a really dangerous stone for red.
Yeah, no, it's good. I said 3 at first, but
There's a high degree of jammability here.
I think you
That
won.
Yellowstone Yellowstone is not going out of the
Yeah, no,
circles
it's good, yeah.
unless Team Murphy can play the double. But it's a difficult shot to play. Having a go though.
Yep. Worth a shot.
Whoa! Yeah, Leah! Hard, Leah!
Very nice shot.
Good shot indeed.
Very nice
Lovely
shot.
Good. So it was worth the risk there.
Yep, absolutely.
And folks, do not try this at home.
No.
Really? Yeah.
Beauty.
Now Chelsea's pondering. Will be pondering.
I think you have to hit something.
I think that spot's like probably the straightest. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Personally, I think you have to hit something, but I don't
Yes,
know.
I noticed, Bob, that Chelsea is a lot sort of chattier than some of the
It's
others.
called communicating with your
Yes,
team.
she is communicating, which is good.
That's critical. This game is won and lost in communication.
Well, like most things, but in particular here, it is. Because not everybody, they think that everybody can pick it up by telepathy, and it doesn't work that way.
A number of options here, Hugh.
There's all sorts of options, none of which is an incorrect decision. The right shot, though, is invariably the one that you make.
I don't even pay attention to the scoreboard.
So her team is happy with throwing some kind of hit here.
Yeah.
You just got
They
affirmation
think
of
it's
that,
all
Hugh.
about them.
Yes.
I hope someone heard that.
Yep. Hard, Danielle, hard. Great, Lynn.
A great shot.
Oh, lovely.
Seemed to work out quite well.
It did indeed.
That's
It
what
was a
she
good
was
shot.
hoping for.
10?
Yep.
Now you're in the ugly position of that lonely red.
Yeah. I'm really like sitting on this side.
So Leah Will being asked to throw the out turn hit. Controlled weight, 10-second hit weight.
Positive.
Yep! Yes!
Hard.
Really hard! Okay.
Really curled.
Yep. Not an absolute disaster, but
Wasn't
a
ideal.
marginal disaster.
First or second and third.
There's still some stones to be played, but there's a three definitely in play at this
I
point.
think, because then if they bring it up, we won't be able to get it out.
Okay.
So deciding to make a move on that rock,
Well, it's shot rock,
Yeah.
and as much as it's at the back of the house,
it's still number one.
My goodness, we've seen a dramatic swing on sheet C.
Go! Hard!
these girls are getting fooled by this ice.
Boy, both of them had rocks over curl on them.
Yes.
Why were they still on it though?
And that changes the atmosphere here once again. Just
Do you like
come back to
this?
Jessica's comment over on sheet C. Horton
Or
picked
that.
up a big four in the fourth end
Okay.
to lead her game against Greenwood,
I know, exactly.
7 to 3. Sorry, 7 to 2. After 4 minutes.
That was down? I thought.
Over on sheet A, Marshall and Little are tied at 1. And on sheet B, all leads risen 2 to 1 after 3 ends.
Hard!
On sheet A, they're still on the fourth end, though, I think.
Yep, hard! Yep, roll to the middle! Oh, fuck, sorry.
A lot of rocks in play over there
Yes.
on sheet A.
Yes, a
in a
lot.
1-1 game.
Good sweeping.
1, 2,
Good.
3, 4,
They didn't roll
5,
and they're not
6,
shot.
7 rocks in the house.
10-5.
8 rocks in the house. 4 apiece.
That's good.
Bob, you skip a lot at the club, don't you?
I vice mostly.
You vice.
Can't throw a rock.
You can, but the crucial note, perhaps, is that they can't be nervous.
These kids have been taking lessons from me. You throw a rock and you miss. You know. It's just
I kind of like the draw now.
I find it's a real challenge to
This way.
to judge the rocks just with the amount of curl
What
that
did you
they
say?
get. If you're that split second late, you can miss your shot.
To that?
And
Yeah.
it'll curl a rock and a half. If you pick it up that split second before, you can hold it. It's
That should be good.
It
Full
is challenging ice, challenging rocks.
Yes, it is.
Oh.
And sometimes the ice is equally challenging.
It's not the ice, it's the players.
Yes, that what it is. Okay.
No
Gotta give
offense,
her a
Scott.
harder one.
Ice is perfect.
He knows
Always.
that we're not on. And
That's
then we
what
give
Scott
him
will
that,
say.
so.
Yeah.
Fully.
But I would say that sometimes it's slick on one side and not on the other.
Half 4. Just bury it. This is the same path. Should be nice.
So is Dan here?
Oh no, not right now. Well, we'll get it later. I gotta get my mic fixed before.
You can use.
Not a big press. 5's nice. 4.
We're searching for an ice maker now.
Yeah, they're playing avoidance. A typical ice maker.
Line's real good.
I hear somebody wants to talk to them and they run.
It couldn't be modesty, could it?
I know they're sitting in the office watching the webcast and
Yes,
wondering what's
that's
going
right.
on.
Line's great. Full 8 foot. Full 8 foot. Hard.
That's a good come around. Yeah, it's a good come around. It's not a great come around. They would have liked to have been
Just
another
a little
foot and a half
short of the
deeper.
full 8 foot she was calling for.
Roll under.
Chelsea will get rid of the counter at the back and look to hide a bit.
I expect her to throw this with pretty crisp weight. She's watched a number of stones on this path over curl and roll out.
For sure.
With her experience, I expected this to be crisp and
Yep. Whoa. Yes. Hard.
she's done it as well.
Gentle, crisp.
No, this isn't. Yeah, should be disappointed in herself over this.
Yep.
So,
Probably close.
Hugh, were you saying,
have
when
to
you say
hold it before
crisp,
the break.
so I'm thinking lettuce, and that doesn't sort of quite work. Crisp is
Chris will be a little
firm.
faster. Yes, a little firmer. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, she threw that pretty much normal.
Full 4 now.
It was not twisty fresh.
The same side, just a bit more of an extension would be good.
I think this spot's pretty good.
Oh, everybody saw the game.
Might have to go before the break.
Yeah. We haven't used it as much, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or coming.
Yeah, like this is where they tried to see Danielle's around and they had to finish it for Lions. So.
okay. Let us know.
Okay, Jestyn throwing her last rock at the end.
Line's good.
9 right now. 9 only, lots. It's coming down.
Line's real good.
8, 7, 8.
Line's real good.
9 only.
Close for line.
8. 8, 9, 9. It's up. It's way up. 9, 9.
Whoa, whoa.
Well, it just got around.
A piece of paper wouldn't have fitted between those two.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Rocks.
Do you want to have installation this game?
Yeah, that's pretty good, guys. Good sweet.
Do we need more ice there right here?
Probably a bit.
Line
It's a little
2,
bit tight, eh?
forcing the 1.
Yeah. Okay.
The attempt at the 1.
I know, try to be more
positive.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Not a fait
even
accompli.
education.
Not a fait accompli.
What do you guys like?
Now, this is not a mundane shot. This one is a really
Not
phenomenal.
at all. This is an interesting call.
Yes.
Oh, she's going to come
I
through
mean, now
the
that we
narrower
threw
port.
my first one there, it's harder.
It's
for
interesting because she just watched Jestyn throw down the outturn path, and yet she's opting for the in-turn.
Is that because she's more comfortable that way, or well,
Clearly,
yes.
clearly.
I think it looks like there's a little bit less curl on this side than the right side. Jestyn's rock curled quite a bit, and they just got it by.
I cover it sometimes anyway. Does it work?
So let's see how.
A little bit of pressure here.
Yes, a little bit of pressure.
Well then, well, all you can go.
It's gonna finish.
Wait. Okay, go. Hard, yes.
This looks good.
Yes.
Oh, no backing right now.
You have backing.
A good shot.
Good shot.
A pressure draw to the button. Look at
Yep.
that. Well done.
Yep. Great. Covered the button.
And that,
Brings us to a 4-4 tie.
yep, concludes
After
our
5 ends.
first half of the game. 5-minute break for the gang.
Okay. Thank you. I'll take my 5 minutes.
That'd be me.
Move.
True.
Good end.
Yeah.
I like the.
Can you pass me where? I don't know.
Oh, hand sanitizer.
I really like the choice of the last 3 shots.
Yeah, I wish I made mine when mine rolled out because I overcurled and that's why. Out turn, hit. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Where is my sleeve?
That spot's really getting that egg.
She made her made things difficult for so we had I mean our end goal was to force, right? So we made it really difficult for you to get her 1 point out of that. Now what's happening with that one spin? Man, like there was three off. Yeah, but you had one over curl too, didn't you? Like down weight on
My
the
first
head?
one over curled.
Yours, okay.
Yeah. Just
And then
clipped
they,
it.
and they had
Yeah, you were a little tight.
Oh,
She was tight.
Yeah.
I knew I was, so I was positive, but still, it does curl a lot.
Yeah.
And all 3 of those were kind of like about 10 seconds.
Even Justin's draw. We were saying we could get more into it.
So you think it's been like that, or that's changed?
Sorry,
That-
excuse me.
That's always been kind of that swing.
This game, yeah. How do you want to play this thing?
Yeah.
You were a little bit surprised at how she played the 4th round.
I guess that's probably.
We put one top 4, Hillary put one top 4, and she hit this time.
We expected her to throw a corner.
They get really scared when it's a good one.
So do
That's a good one we fought. So you have to realize when it's in a different
Yeah,
spot.
I mean, or go
you can't
head
be
first.
You can't be one.
Yeah. Then they'll probably throw a corner.
So what do you think, throwing normal there? Well, even you threw normal though, and yours curled.
Yeah, I think this is a good end to come out here.
Yeah.
Still, though, in every other spot, we've rolled out because we were up late. Danielle threw 11-2 on one, and she
Good
still
situation
nosed it.
Up the break,
Like you can hold
got
it
hammered,
still.
tied up, so take her shots and take advantage of it. I can hang on to it.
Probably tastes like hand sanitizer.
We just got to be high on our shot because they're gonna make their draws because they know their way.
I like alcohol.
I want one more watermelon.
That's often what it's been. It's like various.
Just rest in your arms, right?
I'm
Rest
done.
in your arms.
I think we're done.
Everybody?
We're good.
I was very worried. I walked this
So, just a little reminder, intensity, focus.
Swag.
Yeah, if you got it,
Without things on, I thought she was
take
gonna
a bit of advantage, then repeat your goals there, right?
Yep.
I did.
Remind you what we're all
I didn't
about.
apologize either. I forgot.
Okay, let's go do it.
It's too late. I swore. It was quiet. It was like because we were hiding and talking. And I just realized I went to the bathroom, so bleeding. I held it when I was. This isn't mine. Oh. Wow. That's mine. Did you guys play tomorrow?
No. Little?
No, not yet. No.
We played Greenwood last.
Yeah, we play Horton last. I have no idea. I don't know either.
Or Marshall, maybe?
I don't even think ahead. Oh my god. Because seriously, they can get past. So expensive.
I'm so hot. I can't really
I'll
put
be
my
all
t-shirt on.
You haven't played it yet?
No.
Okay, yeah.
So deal.
Okay.
2-3. Two, 3.
4, 3.
We're being generous, Claire. It's like a 4.
5.
Easy.
Yeah, you're in. Like T. Oh.
Okay.
You're not fully in. You're not fully in. It's okay.
Lots of line right now. Leah. On or past the sign. Yep. Go for line 2. Hard line. Hard. Good.
It's sticky. They don't last as long as other heads do, I don't think. Okay.
Or we do that.
Huh? Well, if you tap, I don't think she's fully in anyways.
Yeah, you can tap and ours won't be in.
I don't know, whatever you like.
Tap. Yeah. Just do that.
Okay. Never mind, just draw.
So it looks as though we're back.
T-line.
Sixth end action.
T-line.
Bob Turner.
Claire's rock still. Claire, go.
Line only.
Yes.
Line only.
Yes.
And I think what we'll do is, so we'll update you on some of the other developments on the other sheets. We'll start with sheet A, who are still playing their fifth end and haven't yet had their break, and the score there is still much the same as it was before. It's very close, with Marshall with 1 and Little have 2 points. They blank the first end. On sheet B, we've got Rosen and Auld, and I cannot see because somebody is standing in front of us. It's a tie. Yes, there we go. Everybody's at 2. And on sheet C, we've had a big score, and the game has actually been called. So we have Team Horton with 9 points, and the Greenwood team with 2 points. So they have called it, and here we are back on sheet D with Murphy and Brandwood. And that is after the fifth was tied up at 4 apiece.
You know, events like this don't come together without some tremendous sponsors.
Absolutely, our sponsor's been fantastic.
Well, it just so happens that I have one of those sponsors right here.
Well,
Yes, I am.
Thanks so much for being on this.
Well, anytime you can support the juniors, it's a fabulous thing to do.
You started. How long did you start curling?
5 years.
5 years?
Finished hockey, had to start doing something in the wintertime.
And curling fit well, did it?
It worked. Got me out of the house.
Fantastic.
And his rocks are out of the house too.
Anyway, wish them all the best. I'm going back to watch your daughter.
Oh, fantastic. Thanks, Mike. Thanks for joining me for a second.
Nice comment, Bob. Yeah. Well, he didn't splutter too badly, so this was good.
Line's good.
Oh yeah.
Line's good.
Yeah, we've had really good sponsorship of this event, and the club loosened its policy this year to allow sponsorship in recognition of this event, and we're putting on a good show for the kids and for junior curling in the community.
I appreciate the feedback. Good. And what's happened is I've managed to rejig my technology a little bit so that now I can hear what I think if I'm streaming it there. So I think it's better now. I think so.
So we've got Brandwood currently line 2, about to deliver another stone.
I appreciate it.
A lot of thought going into this shot.
The women, yes. Yeah, well, again, now I think I've got it so that I can manage it effectively. So thanks, I appreciate the feedback.
Looks like she's moved it up and calling for a corner freeze on the red stone, which lies third.
It's gotta be higher. It's gotta be higher. Look up. Whoa, not curling. Okay, go then. Keep going, keep going, keep going. All weight.
Is she say?
All weight. Fight 8 foot. Danielle. Go. Hard. You need 8 foot. Go. Hard. That's good. Real nice, Lynn.
That was willing the rock into position.
It was, yes, definitely willing the rock into position.
Well, did we say that we expected Chelsea to come out with some aggressive play?
Yes, and that's what she's doing.
Absolutely. She set herself up for a decent number. Pretty certainly played it so Team Murphy's going to have to make shots to get themselves out of this.
That'd be a big steal for Chelsea.
But Murphy can counteract that. That's nice that she's sort of laid down the challenge. Well, it is. It's so I challenge you to do better, right?
Absolutely. Tapping back his red stones and top of 12 foot.
It looks a little light.
Yes, it is light.
Put another one in the center. You're going to draw back in a bit more, Chelsea.
What about just coming down to Lindsay?
Well, yeah, that doesn't really do much. I'd rather try and get another one shot.
That's what I'm saying, like coming down to it. You need
do you have all of
a
it?
foot, not
do you
even.
have all of it?
No.
What do you have?
Like 3 3/4.
We can just try and tap it here. Tick off the red.
Okay.
And like roll the shooter right there, I think.
Okay.
Like T-line.
Okay.
So we don't have to explain any of that because she's done it very nicely.
I want to hit like half to a quarter. We don't need to come close to that.
Okay.
So I want to roll there.
Yes, it is.
If you're light and you just freeze, that's fine.
Okay.
Yep, gotta go. keep going. Keep going. Okay, whoa.
That looked tight as well.
Yeah,
No,
very
go
quiet.
Keep going then.
He's
Yeah, go,
gonna
go.
Come right over onto the red.
No. Oh, wait. Just tight, Claire. Really tight.
Yeah, tell me a couple of stones hugged dog because that's too. Yeah. The players from sheep. The players from sheep. C left the ice now.
But that would make a difference, right?
Well, when body heat leaves the arena, the ice gets really
This is moving.
This is what you would call crisp.
Well placed.
Oh, nice. Was that crisp, Hugh? Right, there we go.
Guard.
My new expression.
On the center line, pretty much. Yes, we're tight. Go a bit, Linz. Go a bit, Linz. Whoa, whoa. Hey. Where? We're gonna way over curl. No. It's gotta sit. We gotta sit here. Sit. It's gotta be out.
So just a bit of an overcurl.
Yes.
Okay, Claire, it's not bad.
Murphy being very patient here.
What?
So either way, you're going to back out the draw, right?
No, yeah, I don't care about that. Okay, I care about leaving.
Going for a shot, top 8.
No, but that's what I meant. Oh, okay. I didn't care about that. Right now, that's going to make it 50.
Leo Wilby has to throw the
They're washing that very carefully, but after the other ones have just got over.
And the weight just comes right down.
Yes. Oh.
You could just see that as it came to the hard line.
It's almost as if it's
speed just came right off it. Yep.
So I've got Joey Hart.
Problem though, I can't leave her. I cannot tick off that. I have to be wide, and if I come here,
Like drive wide or something next?
no, because it's the same thing. I think we come around. I just can't hit that. I'm gonna get positive ice.
That's a ton, but okay.
Well, they came pretty close, and she was late. I'm late. I cannot.
Okay, Chelsea's going to work some magic here.
I'd rather go through than hit that top red. If we hit that top red and leave that yellow somewhere, so
So we've just heard what she would rather happen if things don't go according to plan.
same as my draw here, eh?
Sometimes that not to happen ends up dominating your thoughts.
It can. It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy.
These players are a little bit more disciplined, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
Go, all you! Lots of line!
Yep. Yes.
Oh!
Switch.
Mitch! Danielle! Kick back! Go back!
Hey, go back then. Go back.
Whoa! Oh! That's not bad.
Okay, still laying 2. I don't know, a combination of the changing ice and the amount of curl that it picks up with that as the speed comes down. So.
Yes, it seems to. It really does curl as it slows.
And then we just draw the side to the forefront.
It's almost as if it has a slant on the ice.
With a lot of weight. I like it. Yeah, there. Right here.
Calling for top 4.
Go for it. Okay.
Line's real good. Go 6. 5. 5, 6. 6. Line's real good. 4.
It's really slowing down. It just slows right down. That this comes to
Yep.
She's not going to be very happy with that, I don't think.
I almost wanted to say a little bit.
Me too, but I thought it would have way more weight than that.
So where's Greenwood's ideal spot here, Hugh?
It's different every time. It's kind of like Hillary. Yeah. I find Hillary really
See if this rock reacts the same way.
It is.
It's not.
Nope.
Not slowing as much.
Nope.
She's a little deep. Is there.
Okay. To it, safe.
Well, having watched a couple rocks over curl and come up short and just lose
I think she probably
speed.
overcompensated a smidge.
Yeah. It's what you pay. It's what you pay to skip for.
10 then?
Yeah. Good backing, yeah.
Seven.
Where are we?
7. Line's great.
There it comes down again.
Yes.
Hard. Gotta go. Hard, guys, go. Hard, go.
A steal of 3.
Wow. Okay.
Unlike Chelsea's rock, Jestyn's just really, the speed just came right off it.
I mean, I think it's going to do that anywhere.
Yeah.
I think you stepped it okay. Probably just needed more weight. I felt like I was on that one. I think you're positive. Okay. Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so this is pick themselves right back up.
A quick update on the other sheets. In the fifth end, Marshall took 2 to take a 3-2 lead over Little on sheet A, and on sheet B, Ald took another 2 to take a 4-2 lead over Rosen on sheet B. Sheet C was over after 5 ends at 9-2 in favor of Horton over Greenwood.
Line's good.
It only was 2, Hugh.
2. Line's good.
Oh, it was 2.
Curling nice now.
Still, it was 2 they didn't want to give away.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, that's good.
but it's not.
A little tighter than that.
So, Hugh, would it be
Nice.
Down. Murphy's style to become aggressive now, or was she's not going to play conservatively?
That was huge.
Yes.
You're gonna have to be positive with your handle.
I also have to play it really tight to the center.
Line's good. 9, 10.
It's up. Really up.
10. Line's good.
10.
Close.
10.
Yeah, Leah. Room. It's a lot of weight with it.
A little bit more weight.
Good throw.
Now with that higher rotation, they tend to run. Peel, and she'll remove her own. Well,
5. Line's good.
7, 8. 8.
Line's real good.
Back to it. 8. 7, 8.
Let it curl.
10.
about this point,
Yeah.
the rock starts walking over.
No bounce though. Okay. Good call. 13-3.
Everybody's going to be following this path, I think, for a while.
Going to build a ladder in there.
Yes, they are.
Okay, you got it.
have to go.
So, Hugh, from a strategy
Go.
standpoint,
Okay,
when you say
whoa.
that Chelsea is controlling those even ends, if she were to give Murphy 1 here, that would be ideal, because then she'd control. Yes.
That's absolutely force Murphy to take it.
Yes.
Even as he comes back, this direction, she scores 1 or 2 more points, it puts the game close to being over.
Yes.
Comes the curl.
14-7. Just
The
here.
next rung in the ladder.
Looking for top 4. Just about where Jestyn had the broom.
14-7.
So to counteract that strategy that Chelsea's trying to sort of implement, what does Murphy have to do?
Well, I think that's pretty much what she wants to do. That's top 4.
Okay.
Brandwood's either going to cool the same driver, in this case she's actually freeze down. Even with the freeze, Murphy's got to do something that makes her set up.
Yes. All right. So mission accomplished on one side.
It's a very aggressive strategy.
Yes, it. Well, she's almost sort of saying, "I dare you," right?
Hey, Claire.
Okay.
Okay.
Murphy's going to respond
I like that.
in kind, it looks.
Back 12. Okay.
Yep.
So probably throw half. Even if you end up just frozen, that's okay. Yeah.
That's quite an option.
Back line. Okay.
The ooh told me you didn't like that, Hugh.
Stay close. I just don't like the feel. I think
That's rather a lot.
You'd really prefer
Line's
an either
okay.
or, right?
No line.
Either 8 feet or it's 12
No
feet.
line.
Yeah.
Hill. Whoa, still. Whoa, still. Close. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, hill. Hill. Yep. Good.
So, doubles there.
Is there by playing the double, you certainly get a full position.
Yeah.
Good. Sorry, 9-5? Just need less ice there, I think. Surprisingly, yeah, I thought it was fine. Carries.
She doesn't mind.
Oh!
Did we talk about crisp weight earlier?
If
Yes.
we did, yes.
Danielle, you gotta go. Hard,
This is
Danielle.
very crisp.
Hard for some. Oh.
Well,
We're risking that shot.
yes.
Didn't move that much, eh?
Yeah.
Like top.
Top 4, yeah. Or we can play this.
Once again, giving an option. This time it's only a couple
If
feet.
you tap it right to frozen, that's nice though, because then if they play it, these both go.
Well, that's pretty clear.
What? Yeah. Just right to frozen. Back 4.
Back 4?
Back 4.
Hey. Yeah, it just won't be as positive. Because that was pretty positive.
I'm going to take it with back 4. The freeze is freezing the red onto the yellow.
Line's okay. Well, you
That's
gotta
a little
wait
heavy.
for the line. Close. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Hard line.
Look at that curve.
Hard line. Yep, hard. Hard, hard. Yep, hard. Hard, hard. No roll on it. No roll on it, though. Oh, fuck.
Boy, well, it was just back 4 weight, but boy,
sorry.
did it ever curl.
Yeah.
That was amazing. It sort of threaded needles all over the place.
I curled so much.
It didn't obviously pick, but it did move more than we've been seeing.
And excellent. They got it by that yellow one. And then it went. Okay. Is that because this is? Yes, it is.
Don't look at the outside. The top one, not the back. Tight, but I still thought it was like close.
So Hugh, because you do a lot of coaching and all those things, you're very experienced.
But I don't think it.
What would you do here?
Because I still thought it curled pretty good. Yeah, but then on guy by angle. I know, but if I stay in that pocket, at least I know they can't do it. Yeah. In the pocket?
Yeah. Like our draw?
Yes.
This side. Like your last draw.
So I think we just freeze, and then if she tapped or if she comes to it, I think there's a room for another draw.
Yeah. Split second.
I got Leah's last one was like.
We just got dead freeze something so we know what's going to stay.
I got 13-6 or something, so it's still good.
Okay.
Sorry, I just didn't want to run out of time. We're just
We got lots of time, right? Don't we?
Not really. 15.
Okay.
I'm not bad. 15. Okay.
All right. Hopefully this is clear for everybody. So coming back to what she was saying, so if you were yellow, that would be the ideal outcome.
She's playing to sit on looks like the red at the back of the 4 foot.
Yes.
And she goes right into that. She's
Just make sure you're ready in the hack the next time.
looking to exchange shots into that pocket.
Just keep that up one.
So we're back into ladder building again,
Right into the
a little bit.
Same as my other draws, very closely.
So they're doing exactly as you suggested there, Hugh.
What does that mean? I have no idea what that means. Line's good.
That's an interesting comment to hear.
Line's good. Lindsay, Lindsay, go.
What?
Go, Linz. Hard, Linz. Hard. Hard.
Okay, so let's see how aggressive Murphy wants to be now with that shot.
Yes.
Yeah.
That wasn't quite in the pocket,
Yeah, like we
was
don't
it?
have to play full weight at it.
Curl enough.
Yeah, but we need to get the shooter all the way across the center line.
What did you say?
Because we leave it here, then she does the same and we can't run anything.
So
All the
she's
way
talking
across the
about
center line.
hitting the yellow and getting a roll that leaves her distance.
I think hack.
Makes it difficult
Or
for
we can.
Chelsea
If it's that far.
Yeah, like
to
that.
get in there.
Yeah, 13-1.
Some risk in this shot, when you think, Hugh?
Probably like 12-3. Yeah, all the way across the center.
Yep. Now, it looked like when Murphy went down, she was first looking at trying a tap on her
12
red,
to 3. Yeah, sure.
and then she would lay 2.
We gotta roll our shooter all the way across.
Still
the
leaving
center line.
Chelsea, however, a hit and roll on her own.
Cause like we can roll it and poke an edge out, and we're still safe.
Is this one higher?
Higher than our red?
Higher than that other yellow. I just don't know how they look down there.
Yeah.
Interesting shot coming up.
Yeah,
It's been a quite interesting game.
It has been a very interesting game. The team are just getting clarification exactly what she's hoping for here.
Hack weight, like 12, and 12.
I think she's looking to throw hack weight, is what I heard.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, Leah. Whoa.
Oh. That was...
Boy, they lost that on the curl.
They certainly did.
Sweeping on that one. As I mentioned earlier at the club, you just missed that by a titch, and that rock will go, and there's nothing you can do to hold it.
Yeah. What is that? Yeah, like that. I know.
Hey, Mike. She can come down to hers right now and get some.
Going to put a little lid on it there.
So this is a shout out to Scott Muir and his ice making pal Toboggan.
Yeah.
Yes. Instead of in deep, leave her back.
They're actually telling me, guys, that my mic isn't on, so I'm expecting to get no reaction to that whatsoever.
Go then! Danielle, hard! Hard, Danielle! Hard! Go then, go, keep going! Hard!
I don't think it's what she was looking for. So Murphy has a couple choices here, I guess. You'll just...
Well, ideally, one is not enough, so just to counteract this.
Yeah, she could...
But she would mess everything up.
She's going to elect to draw.
Yeah.
I think she could have played back to that rock.
No.
No? Okay.
Yeah, like if you're heavy, Leah, you gotta go blind.
It's the safer option.
So the open draw is the call.
Full 4.
Yes.
Full 4. There you go.
Skip shot. Right?
That's what they paid for.
For the forfeit. Or double her salary up to 0.
Line's good.
Gotta go.
7. Line's real good. 7.
Need the yellow.
Right. Line's great. 7. You're on that yellow guy.
And she's fine. Fine for a 2.
A good 2 there.
Yes, that was good. So she avoided the one that
Yeah, that's good.
Chelsea was trying to make her take,
Indeed.
and
Yeah.
got an extra. Oh, we're tied again.
It's from their shoes, I guess.
Somehow, though, she has to break. Murphy has to break Chelsea's hold of these even ends.
That's exactly it. The
Just keep talking about draw weight. What was that one?
the advantage is certainly in Chelsea Brandwood's court at this stage. She has 2 ends with hammer to Murphy's 1 end with hammer. Ideally, Chelsea will score 1, Murphy will score 1, and Chelsea will score a second point in the 10th end
Yes.
to win the game, if things hold. So
this is where Murphy will have to be creative, or not so much aggressive, but creative.
Leah, a little bit.
creative, potentially aggressive.
Now,
No,
Again,
get
they-
off then. 5.
in their
Let it stop.
game planning,
No.
or just generally their strategies, they would have thought this through.
They would have, and they wanted that to be a guard. Chelsea Brandwood will simply begin to exchange hits now and put her plan of scoring at 2 only if the Murphy team misses into play. That stone was called in front for a reason, and they'll be disappointed that it's slid into the house.
So would Murphy still like to force 1 here?
Yes, Murphy would like to force 1 here.
Okay, go in. Go.
If not, steal the end.
Really hard. Do you have something? Okay, Danielle. Just super positive.
Ideally,
3.
you want to score in the even ends, and this is an end that you want to score in. So
So really, Murphy has to steal here.
Murphy wants to try and steal. Because again, there's 3 ends left. Brandwood's got hammer. She has the advantage. Murphy's got to be aggressive enough to steal one of those ends away from
Real
Brandwood.
good.
So they'll see that the guard is being called for again, right?
Indeed.
Line's good. Riley.
Jumping over the games on sheet A and B, still going on it, and completed the 7th end. We have Marshall leading Little 5-3. And on sheet B, we have Ald leading Rosen 5-3. 2 5-3 games.
The games are pretty close, apart from sheet C, which is
Line's good. All you. Make sure. It's curling now. Lins. Get ready.
see that.
Easy,
Look at that
easy,
curl there
easy,
as it
just
slows.
Okay, go now. Go.
this is a good shot.
Go. Good.
And there the deuce is set up.
Yes.
Right around it again. If you're frozen there, that's fine.
It's a lot easier this end to see the swing as it slows, or the curl.
Line's good. 7. Yep.
See?
It's moving
Oh,
again.
yes, it is.
Line's pretty good. Stay close, though. Leah, yep.
Do not want to lose this. Rub that
Yep. Whoa.
Oh,
That moved 2.5 feet.
Just keep telling me the weight. It's kind of loud. Good throw.
2 there.
You can't, because he'll go.
10-5. Even if you just nose it, it's not bad.
Pretty good.
Whoa. No. Close. Clear. Danielle, go. Whoa. Yep.
Look at that play, even with that weight.
Yep.
Don't roll it. Sit.
so Chelsea's building a good-looking end here.
Clean hill. I think no. Close. Yep. Hard. No roll. Beauty.
Well, that was nice. nice.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
That's what she wanted.
It is, but with the guard as long as it is in front of the house, there is room, and with the amount of swing that there is in the ice, that stone's still accessible. And it's behind the tee line.
Yes. Again, the weight becomes...
That's the 7!
We gotta go.
Go then! Look up! Look up! Someone look up! Okay, go! Go, 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 go! Yes! Yes!
Yeah, see? Look at that.
Gotta go line! Hard, guys, go! Hard! Hard!
She told them to look up, and just as they looked up, and that's when it started to move.
You gotta bounce off hard.
So that's not what she would have wanted, correct?
No, they were looking for shot stone there.
If you just tuck a quarter and you're higher, that's okay.
Or higher?
Well, like here, and this is higher.
Okay.
So they've watched several stones crash across the sheet, curl across the sheet here.
Yeah, so we'll see if they have learnt from that.
Yep. Have they taken enough ice to get around?
Well, she's taking a bit more than previous shots. So.
Okay, a little bit tight. Yeah, Hill. Yep.
Is this already? It's already
Yep.
beginning to move.
Yep. She said it's a little bit
And
tight
she
already.
got it a little bit earlier, and it held the line better. So now look at that finish.
Hard. Right away. Okay.
And not all bad, I would say. Hmm?
Well, she threw considerably more weight, or it's considerably deeper than they wanted it.
It's fine.
Again, everybody's concerned about how it suddenly swings
Kind of want to run it into our
the minute
yellow.
it starts to slow.
So a little housekeeping here,
Yeah, they're
Hugh,
turning that.
by Chelsea.
Yep. Looks like she's
It's
going
gonna
the
take
peel.
2 shots to get this out. 3.
3 shots to get to there.
Well, you've got to peel the center guard, then you've got to peel the one on the top of the house, set on the top of the house, and then you've got access to the stone that she's looking to access. So she's correct in her thinking. And all the while, you've got the other team throwing stones back into
I
the
was
way.
going to say, I mean, it's all very well saying it's going to take 3, but the other team is able to throw theirs.
A good peel there. You can expect Murphy to replace that. Or certainly to want to replace it.
When the ice curls like this, or the rocks curl like this, it makes it a challenge to just throw a routine guard.
Absolutely. Because the stones are going sideways as they're coming to a stop.
Yes. Quite sharply.
Line's okay. Line's pretty good. Wall line.
So there's a move starting again.
Yes.
Gotta finish it.
You can almost actually tell
Yep,
exactly when it's going to start.
Right. Go.
second
Yeah.
replacement.
Hard. Perfect.
Pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That's a great shot.
Right to Mike Hope's Remax sign.
There you go, Mike.
Keep Mike happy.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Try and just push it to here so maybe we'll have an angle.
This is
yours
an
will
interesting
figure
call.
out one both
A
ways.
very good call, I'd say. Very strategic.
You gotta be
She's-
solid if anything.
She's playing a little bit of a split on a stone
Back 4.
that's in the top of the 8-foot. By doing so, she's going to have a stone on the
Giving you
left-hand
pretty
side
tight ice.
and on the right-hand side. So she'll have 2 ways of accessing the stone in the back of the red stone in the back of the
So
4-foot.
this is what you call a creative
Yeah,
move.
it is, absolutely.
And aggressive as well.
It is, and this is really what what
She's not happy.
No, gotta move a mile. Toss it.
what puts what makes good serve
Yeah,
excellent
no,
skill.
Lindsay, go! Hard, Linz! Hard, Linz! Okay, that's not bad. Pretty good.
So it's interesting, right out of her hands, she kind of gave up on that rock and then said it's got to move and really move, and it did.
And it did.
Yeah, but you now see that she's got two options. She's got the stone on the top of the 8 foot, and she's got the one on the back corner of the 4 foot. Not exactly how she'd planned to get them there, but
that's okay. I think she'll take it.
Oh, absolutely.
So, in order to counteract that,
you're going to see the red team try and tuck one into the top of the 4 foot around the ones in the top of the 8 foot.
A bit of a lesson there, never give up on a rock.
I suppose it is, yes, because she really had thrown her hands in the air.
She had, yes.
Half 4. Yeah, and if I miss that shot,
And with, the amount of curl on this, even with a little bit of weight, it did move. Not the shot she exactly wanted, but nonetheless.
Plan B was okay.
She has her options. So Jestyn's trying to come in between those two rocks biting the 8 foot.
Six is good. 5, 6. 6.
I'm sitting here just waiting for it to move, and here it
It's
is.
coming. And did they leave it too late? Did they leave it too late? See, they waited on it and waited on it, and then it just came to that point, and it's not all bad, Hugh, I don't think.
No, there's still options.
See, it's nice and easy for us sitting here because we can almost gauge instantly when it's starting to move, but for them it's...
I think we have to draw it.
Well, it fools you because you don't expect, you're watching it and it doesn't look like it's starting to move, and then you just know there's a point in the ice where it's going to start to move, and you have to anticipate that. It'd even be better to put a couple of licks on it to keep it.
Yes, just to, yes, I agree with you, but then that's again, we know with ices we're a little bit more familiar. We don't play like this, but we are familiar with some of the...
Well, we know the way the rocks react.
Yes, we do.
Right, so...
So Chelsea Brandwood throwing the intern come around. She's watched a number of stones go down just this path. She should be very close with this.
Where? Whoa.
She's a little up in her weight, I think.
Yes, she is. Now here
No, Lindsay, go! No. Lindsay! Right off.
Oh, yeah, she will not be pleased with herself over this.
No, a little up in the weight. You can just see the way the rock reacts as it comes down with that. Just a little bit more weight than she wanted.
Well, we've got a lot of rocks in play on this sheet.
So...
Yeah. If you want to talk, just call a timeout. I kind of like that. Okay.
Yeah, we got to hit the high side of it.
Justyn looking to move her own rock up.
2-line weight.
She is. She can hit that stone on the nose with T-line weight and move it into the top of the 4 foot.
So this is a challenging shot, I think, with the way the rocks have been moving.
Yes, because Hugh, you said that just hit it on the nose, but with the swing we've got, sometimes that's not that simple.
Well, you can hit it. If in fact you could hit half of the outside zone, anything except the overcurl.
Right.
The tricky piece of the puzzle is that you can't afford to throw it hot enough or so hard that you accidentally wreck the Yellowstone up. But that's what we pay skips for, right?
Mm-hmm. We've already doubled her salary
And this
to
is
zero.
what makes it exciting for us to watch.
A little tighter.
Okay, she's a little hot.
9. Whoa line right
That's
now.
pretty
You're
much what
getting
they're
close.
looking for.
Whoa. 10. Leah. No roll though. No roll on the shooter. Sit.
Okay.
It's good.
That's a good shot.
Yeah.
It effectively forces forces Brandwood to 1.
I think she's started looking at her option for 2 and decided that's not going to happen. So.
It's not there, and it could jam and give them.
As she just agreed
2.
with you.
Yeah, she will. At least she knew what she was talking about.
We have to hit more of it.
So she's got backing.
Yes.
No, we have to choose more of it.
So therefore, Hugh, and from a strategic standpoint, to limit her to 1 breaks that pattern.
No, it doesn't.
Not completely.
It doesn't at all, because she'll score her 1 point here, and ideally, Chelsea will force Jestyn to score 1 in the next end.
Okay.
Yeah!
So,
Hard, guys!
so it was nothing. It really was a steal we were after.
Hard! Hard!
She's underthrown it.
Hard!
So this is a big swing.
Yes.
It is.
2 for Murphy.
Should
So
be very
it's
disappointed.
just
but-
turn the tables.
Yes. On the even end. So that was actually a better result than Murphy was hoping for. Just 1 would have been nice, but 2 is a bonus.
Yeah, no, Murphy was definitely just hoping to force them to 1. Indeed, it's...
An added bonus in there. Yes, lots of high fives. Confidence will have gone up.
You can see the spirits lifted on the Murphy
Yes,
team.
you can.
and
You can see that. And it's in the body language.
You can see the body language.
Yeah.
They're gonna blank. I don't mind tight. Really tight though. Yeah.
All right, so she's told us what she feels Chelsea's strategy is going to be.
So you want to be
Line's good. 3 tight.
up 2?
She's pretty convinced that Chelsea Brandwood is going to try and blank this next end.
To get the hammer on the way home.
Indeed.
Last end.
And score 2 coming home.
In. Yep. Good.
Chelsea Brandwood says, "Not at all. I'm going to take 2 in this end." And she throws up the corner guard.
It's pretty aggressive, don't you think?
Look at mine.
Play for 2 and then play for the steal. And
Well, you know what? I'm not going to be surprised to see Chelsea throw another corner guard still.
Really?
Yep. She's thrown the outturn guard to the left-hand side. Murphy, in all likelihood, will tap this back.
Yep, she just called the shot.
And Brandwood will throw the in-turn corner guard on the right-hand side. And that way, Brandwood will have 4 stones in play to play with. And she'll be looking for a score of 3. She's going to play this very aggressively, it seems.
Line's good.
Well, that's her nature. It's
Line
It is, yeah. And she's done really, really well with it.
7. Yep. Yeah, wide. Yep. Hard. Nice.
Hillary delivers a good stone there.
Round.
Okay.
Yeah, good tap.
In the third end, where Murphy hit and rolled behind the corner guard and got their 2 points. That's exactly what's happening here. Brandwood is trying to hit that stone and roll behind the corner guard to establish her second point.
Oh, I don't know with that curl. Oh, they're holding it.
It looks great. This looks very close.
Nope.
Haha. Very
Nice
good shot. So she's established her 2 points with that hit and roll.
Okay.
Murphy says, "Fine, you take your 2 points. I'll have hammer coming home." So she's just going to peel this, peel the corner guard, and Brandwood will go and hit the red stone and sit 2.
Yep.
It's a battle of wins here.
Good. Nice.
Hugh, you have a crystal ball, obviously.
No, hardly. I mean, it's It's pretty straightforward.
Yep.
You either hit that red one right now and sit 2, and then exchange for the entire end, or you throw the guard on the one that you've already got in front. So,
but
which is what she's doing.
Yes.
Way tight.
Not where you would want it to be, I don't think.
Do you want to hit the one in the house?
The one in the house is fully exposed now.
Yeah, I think when Jestyn went out to that, it looked like it was going to be partially covered, and it really finished big the last half foot that it moved. I'll give you an update on the other sheets in a couple of minutes. We're just looking for the last shot on sheet B in the 8th end, and then I'll give you an update. Nope.
Oops.
That's an expensive miss.
Yes.
It is. If you're going to miss there, you want to miss by hitting the guard and not by flashing the 2 stones.
It's going to be hard to get there.
So this changes things again.
Puts 2 back in play here?
Well, two's definitely in play. If that stone were tucked a little bit more behind the corner guard, a 3 might be in play, but...
Play. Yep.
Line only.
Okay, where? Yes! And let's go. Okay. Good, Lance.
A little deeper than expected there?
Yeah, to be honest, she's not worried about that.
Same one? Yeah, I like that.
She just wants her stones in play at this point, and in the house.
Yeah, just okay. 10. Still in. Yep, right. Whoa. Hill. Whoa. Yep. No roll. Okay, good.
Nope, that didn't sit.
Chelsea's going to try and tuck one behind the corner guard.
You come around. Even. Good. Okay. Straight spot. Okay.
A lot of less experienced players might be tempted to simply hit that stone that's sitting in the middle of the house, but
No, she's...
these more experienced players recognize the value of the guard, of using the guard.
Switch, Danielle.
I want to overcross. Drop.
Not even close.
This isn't curling at all, really, is it?
A little bit more weight on that.
Yes.
She's set up a double there, do you
No,
think?
I think, yeah, there's no question, set up a double. I think that may have been a little bit of operator error. She may have flared that stone back a little bit outside the intended line of delivery.
No, she's saying 9-5. She's saying she want to overbury.
So quick update on the other sheets. Sheet A, Marshall continues to lead Little. Score is now 7-3 after 8 ends. On sheet B, Ald leads Rosen 5-4 after the 8th end.
That's Rosen slowly fighting their way back.
Good.
Looks like that rolls for second shot.
It does roll for second shot, but it's behind the guard, and Brandwood will take advantage of that. Right. Let's listen to them explain it.
She wants to top the rest. Are we second? We gotta. Okay.
She was asking if
Scott,
she
come
was
tight to the
second.
guard.
And they're not, right, Bob?
They're right. No, Chelsea said she's not.
Okay.
So she just wants to. She was calling just to tap that back slightly
Where?
and leave her rock behind the guard.
Yeah! Yes! More!
It's going to be close.
Yes, indeed. This is a good-looking shot.
Yes.
This is a great shot.
Well, that's...
Yep, yellow sitting second shot.
Go there, or we can guard our own.
I think sitting second and fourth, it looks like it.
Yeah, yellow's in a good spot here.
I think in this spot, yeah.
So to counteract that, red is going to do its best to draw on to the left-hand side of the sheet and sit second shot. They're calling the corner freeze. They don't really need the corner freeze.
Should curl lots.
Setting one over there would be partially behind the guard. Be a good shot. That was a fantastic shot.
It was very good.
The last shot, yes.
Yeah, Claire's out turn, come around, tap. Fantastic shot.
05? Five, six. Starting to curl a bit.
Starting to move.
Well then,
Back one.
you can go to the back yellow.
Back one. 8.
9.
Do it. Run
Yeah, line, hard line, right?
Well,
That makes things a little more interesting.
It does indeed. It opens an opportunity for yellow to sit two, partially behind cover, with a crosshouse double. And that's not lost on Chelsea.
No, she came back here very quickly because it was obviously very obvious to her.
Yeah, it was. It is.
Roll on top of the red.
She's less interested in the double than she is in hitting and rolling to a shot position. So it's roll on top of her, she says.
That yellow one is, no, the red one is so she's second shot.
No, don't touch it. It's way wide.
she's thrown a little bit wide. It'll come back to the rock.
Okay, so they got your shot.
Okay.
All right.
But she's second shot.
10.
The key thing here for Murphy is to hold your shooter, to make sure that your shooter doesn't roll out. And because if the shooter rolls out, Brandwood will throw the same out-turn come around or out-turn draw and move the red stone back for her too.
So it's a hit and stay.
It's a hit and stick. That's critical.
Little solid 9-5.
Weights up.
9-5.
Whoa! Yep! Yep!
It's curling.
Yep!
She got what she needed, I think.
Mission accomplished there.
She did?
There's a thin double there, do you think?
Yeah, it's not thin. It's pretty natural. It's half stone double.
I don't want to just miss it or anything.
Double through the deuce.
Then call it thick. You can't miss it if you call it thick.
What did she say? You can't miss it.
If you call it thick, if you hit a lot of the stone, you'll at least stop in the rings. If you hit it thin, you could roll behind the red one and leave
Might be
red
too
some
much.
shot. But
That, now I understand.
yeah, she wants to make sure she
Gotta
hits
hit
enough
like
of the stone.
half to 3/4.
Off one ledge. So I don't think we can get over it.
She's still trying for the double, though.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Right? But the safe double.
Correct. When in doubt, be conservative and make the shot first. Make the hit first.
Yep. Hard. Hard for nose. Hard.
It's over
Hard.
time.
Hard.
Yeah, well, it's she gets the no, she gets the point.
She gets her point.
She's not going to be happy with that.
Because now
She's one down.
Dan Murphy has the...
She's one down with hammer.
Oh.
So she's not going to be too upset with that. She retains hammer. It just means the next end is going to be played aggressively for her 2 points.
Throw 1, 2.
Yeah, Murphy has that.
Okay, let's make the first one. Let's go.
Aggressive. Yeah, who am I fooling?
A 1, 2. I want.
Yes, I
You can call me out online here.
No, a 1, 2.
That's okay. I was
No, we're too inexperienced. I thought you knew something we didn't.
No.
or too polite.
I'm trying to figure out where the mouse goes here.
I was just trying to compute that one and thinking, okay, that doesn't make sense to me.
Okay, we'll let Hugh call all the strategies for now because he's seeing a different game than we
He's
do.
watching a different game. Jeez.
That's what I'm saying. If you get little kids brought them here.
Hack forward. Whoa. Whoa.
Here's something we haven't seen a lot of. They're going to try and take this off the center line.
Trying the wiggle shot?
Yep.
Well, this is where we get the swings, though.
Okay, good.
Yeah, a little up.
3. If you're 4, it's not terrible.
Long center guard and a tight center guard.
3. 2, 3. I don't know. 11-6. 11-6. 2, 3. 3, 4. Make it deep. We gotta separate them. Yep. Okay, well. Lindsay. Whoa, get off. Okay, Lindsay, go. Clear. Go. Hard. Okay, that's good.
The big advantage
Just
of
touch
Chelsea
4 foot.
communicating so well is we know exactly what her thinking is. And so does the team, which is a bonus too. But that's interesting. Okay.
Line's good. Line's good. 5-6. Riley. Hold in. All the way back then. 13-8. Yep, all the way back. Keep going. Okay, that's good. That's still good. Hold floor.
Okay, so the game is on.
It is indeed a race to the top of the forefoot.
And then I thought you were the guy in the back room, kind of controller.
High, we need it high. Not be back. Sailing it through. Okay, you're all there. Not even gonna hit this.
They're walking it down
Take
here.
your time.
Looks a little heavy.
Time doesn't matter. Okay, Lynn.
Yeah, well, I dealt with that. But,
About 5 feet heavier than she called for. Murphy will start getting rid of the guards.
Clean. Yeah, Hill.
she's back practicing. Must be.
Clean. Good.
Going after both guards, I guess. Yeah.
Same thing.
Sure,
We
one.
gotta make one in there.
So I'll have
Brandwood's a very experienced player.
Well, she's our reigning provincial champion, so yes.
She finished second in the Canadians last year.
Did too.
All you, go if you have to. Danielle.
Starting to move already.
Yes.
Yep, you gotta go.
Say, look at that.
Gotta go line. Yep. Hard.
Oh.
Hard. Get it by. Go. Hard. Okay, you gotta separate them now. You gotta separate that one.
Oh, no, she's gonna.
No, that wasn't, again, what she wanted. It's
Get rid of 2 and bounce around.
Yeah. Absolutely.
seems to be the advantage this end when you don't have to do a shot where you're drawing behind something because of the swing.
Whoa! Yep, Yalia, hard! Right out, Hill.
Yeah, straight out.
Great shot.
Okay.
Great shot. Find that again. Exactly. Left her wide open for it.
Good pair, right?
Replace the guard.
Danielle!
There it moves again.
Yep.
Just.
Yep.
And it really slows down.
It's going into the slide path now. We're in the 10th end.
Yes.
All of the stones have slid through these paths, so there's not much pebble left. Here I'm making an assumption. Scott Muir is sitting wringing his hand saying, "Don't say that, Murph. There's plenty of pebble out there."
It's just not on the slide path, that's all.
Right. It's almost as if one trains them to sort of go down the same path.
I suspect if Scott was here at 12:30 last night and again at 5:30 this morning, he's sleeping somewhere right now.
Yeah, probably.
His device is lit up with lots of text messages right now.
Well, I don't think he'll be attending the bank.
They're throwing another.
That way.
We'll give you the evening off, Scott.
Yes.
Ice will be really heavy pebbled tomorrow.
Careful or he'll send me. And it will be really heavy pebble.
No, he's got trusty Dan to assist him, so all is well.
Got a feel, there you go. Just keep going up there.
Clean, Hill. Clean.
One more, yes.
Good, Leah. Nice pair.
Okay.
Scott has just sent a note saying he's still awake.
Good.
That's an unusual state for Scott, actually. But Scott, we're looking for you for an interview, so.
Yeah.
You want to hide behind your text messages, you're going to hear noises.
Yeah. And we can say what we like, right?
He's bigger than I am. Actually, everybody's bigger than I am.
He could do serious damage, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lynn, go.
16.
Keep putting them on there.
There seems to be a sort of an inevitability about this right now.
Well, there's a lot of things that can happen.
Yes.
Well,
yes, but it still seems as we're sort of following
A routine?
a routine.
It's like tennis. It goes back and forth over the
Back
net.
and forth over the net, yes. But that that net can get in the way.
They're now done on sheet B. Ald has beaten Roseanne. No mistake, good peel.
And so now the going back and forth over the net of the ball changes.
Yes.
Somebody's going to play a drop shot here. It was predictable.
Put it at the top of the 8 to lay 2. Look for a jam. Or a miss.
Yeah, she's looking for a miss one way or the other.
Yep.
It's going to be a matter of do you position it to force your opponent to throw a hit, or do you position it for your opponent to throw a draw?
I think she called the top of the 8-foot full 8.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she probably would.
All you!
Yeah,
Easy.
Okay, change the shot a bit.
Don't need the double.
Yeah. Yeah.
10. More? Yeah. Right in the nose.
No, it's like
10.
And the nose hit him?
The nose hits fine. The nose hits fine.
This is why I don't skip, because one has all this pressure sitting on one's shoulders at this very moment.
No, you just do the usual, close your eyes and throw.
That's right, yeah.
Then blame the sweepers, it happens.
She'll want to throw just controlled weight at this.
I never blame Scott and ASME.
No, never.
She's close.
Jelly up. Pull. Right a bit. Clean.
That's the one.
Good game.
And that was an
Excellent game.
It was.
Back and forth. Very, very good game. Well played game.
An entertaining game played by very skilled players. It was a great exhibition on both
really
teams'
fun.
parts.
Simply due to the quality of the ice, however, Hugh.
Entirely. Toboggan and Scott have done a fantastic job. In any case, why did you? Can you two give me a quick run through of the scores on the other sheets, and then we'll wrap up our broadcast.
So what happened on sheet B is Ald beat Rosen, scored big in the 9th end to win 9-4, and they are still playing in the 10th end on sheet A. The score is 7-6 in favor of Marshall over Little.
Very good, very good.
And Marshall has the hammer in that game. And sheet C ended quickly today after 5 ends, 9-2 in favor of Horton over Greenwood.
Okay, well, Jessica Naylor, Bob Turner, I want to thank you very much for spending a few hours with me here at Curling Zone.
Thank you. Who now you walk me through the rest of the club, because I'm worried about seeing Scott.
From Curling Zone, I'm Hugh Murphy. Thanks very much for joining us at the 2016 Ontario Junior Curling Championships at the Mississaugua Golf Country Club. An hour from now, we'll have another one of the boys' draws, so do join us.
Thanks for watching Live Stream Curling. Brought to you by CurlingZone.com. Everything curling.